Right, I'm gonna press that go live button. Hell yeah. The lighting is weird today. I have like the same settings I usually have. It's just, I don't know, for some reason it's like super bright. Like, what the actual F. Hey there guys, welcome to February 24th. I should do one of these things. Wait, let me just Bab text. We're gonna call this one date. Okay. Select font. Something. Georgia? Okay. How do you actually write that? Okay. Then we do it like I need a outline, size, color black. Okay, let's make it a 10. Does that actually look good? I don't know. What if we invert it? What if we do like a gray with a white outline? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Select color. Let's go into the oranges to the yellows. Maybe like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Whatever. Looks weird. I know. I'm sorry. Anyways, sorry for wasting a little bit of your time. But anyways, hey, how's it going? Well, one more day to Friday. People are playing a lot of interesting games already. Good for them. Elden Ring, nice. Let's get into our section of the show. This is Babylon's Fall Combat 101 trailer. This should be interesting. So this is supposed to be like one of those interesting brawler games, but
you survived.
Somehow it has a mix of a tower ascending game. I don't know.
Our greatest hope in conquering the ziggurat. It is imperative that you learn how to control.
I think it's like co-op. It feels soulsy a little bit.
The gut strings. No longer will you carry just one weapon. Now you will.
Or like For Honor or something like that.
The weapons are your choice. The enemies are not.
That looks good.
Choose swords for close combat, to be fast and lethal, and easily combo light and heavy attacks. If you are surrounded, use the spectral attack, and then launch your enemy into the air.
then.
For even greater power, choose hammers. Blows like these must be powered up, but you are still free to dodge. And your defense
Oh, that's
and charge
good.
attacks increase. Once you have full power, the enemies will know, but it will be too late.
I mean, hammers look
For a
good.
ranged approach, I recommend bows or magical rods. You can cover wide areas with continuous fire and increase your projectiles with each combo attack. Charging your attacks will help you recover or fire many high-powered projectiles at once and deal greater damage with blast rods. Fully charge your Nova Rod attacks to power up your entire team or debuff your enemies.
It looks interesting.
Don't forget to add shields to your arsenal. Use it to
Yes.
parry and protect.
Can I say just
Guard
one
will
thing?
increase the
Shields
strength
are
of your
awesome,
next
man.
attack. And spectral combinations can even reflect magic and deal damage.
Whoa.
You will find that your gut string power extends far beyond weapons.
What the hell
They
is
give you
that? Is that a
dynamic
grapple?
abilities to help you explore the tower's many floors. Buff your allies. Engage the enemy, or corrupt and steal his power for yourself. You
Whoa,
will
okay.
discover great rewards along the way to help you complete, customize, and upgrade your armor.
Did he just say
and your
customize?
You will have the strength of your team at your side. As
What
you
if you're a
conquer
solo
the enemy
player?
and put an end to our suffering.
My question is, what if you're a
In the
solo
shadow of the
player?
tower, you are our only chance to be free.
I wonder if this is gonna be like one of those free-to-play games. Babylon's Fall. Pre-order now, so there's my answer. What lies in the multiverse? Pixel Red Band trailer. I've seen a little bit of this game and it feels very funky. You kind of manipulate space and time whilst traversing platforms and, you know, fighting or whatever. And it's very weird. God damn. At least nobody gets hurt. Ow. Oh yeah, there's the stupid ass time cops that are after you. Yeah, he said get out and he's just like taking a seat. No fucks given. Multiverse coming March 4th. Jurassic World Evolution 2 has a new trailer for Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. I butchered that word. Cretaceous. That sounded like I knew what I was saying. Ooh. Nice. Okay, coming March 8th. PlayStation looks interesting. Hotel Transylvania Scary Tale Adventures pre-order trailer. I hate pre-orders, but let's take a look at the trailer. Okay, this feels like one of those old school old school adventure games. You got your characters, you got your abilities, you got your puzzles, traversals, collecting of coins and loot and such. Ooh, is that a boss? Yeah, bosses. Okay, cool. Coming March 11th. Okay. PS4 and PS5. This one looks interesting. This is Roguebook. Let's take a look at Roguebook. It definitely looked interesting. Kind of a card game with something. The art looks superb. Fun experiences. Okay, so I already see like pay gold to add a card to your deck, but you see the layout of the map looks like... Oh, this looks good. So there's like turn-based card battles, just like in Slay the Spire, but you traverse the map in a more RPG style game or way. Oh, there's crafting. Oh my god. Spins the slate. Wait, whoa. Spins the Slay the Spire idea with confidence. Roguebook. Okay. Play now. Wait. Is it free? I don't think so. Moving on, we got a Nintendo trailer for Tempest 4000. Official Nintendo Switch and Atari VCS. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone needs mushrooms for this game. Hey there, Varpamil. This actually looks pretty good. It looks good, but it looks funky. Nintendo eShop. Oh my god. That made my head spin a little bit. I'm serious. Also, welcome back to the stream, Mare. To the stream there, Mare? Did I say Mare? I'm the streamer. You're the attendee. Welcome. Age of Darkness, Final Stand.
Peggy 16.
Hey, Chipri. Where's my favorite Stardew Valley streamer app? Well, we're currently at our first segment of the show, and we watched trailers at the beginning of the show. This looks... Okay, early access. This looked like a spin on They Are Billions. Or some sort of tower defense-ish mechanisms. It feels like They Are Billions. Or something of that sort. Yeah, unfortunately, Stardew Valley is on somewhat of a hold. I might play a little bit on Friday, so tomorrow. Next on the list we got Token Rendezvous Warriors. Ooh. Okay. Very Japanese. Very anime. Kaito Ishikawa. Oh, it's this sort of game. Well, he said, chat. How's it going, Chiefy? How's the weather in Romania? Because I know the food is good. Ichigo Hitofuri. Huh, ripples. I mean, that feels just like anime. I mean, he just like goes. And 5 billion people in front of them are going like, yeah, right. Namazo Toshiro. I mean, in video games, it definitely feels good to be able to hit multiple enemies in AoE attacks. You feel just badass. Hyuga Masamune. Suto? He doesn't need a long sword, chat. He has a short sword because he's so fast. Available 24th of May. Okay. Interesting. Whereas in Germany, it's like 5 minutes raining, then sun, then snow. True. I can see that being a positive. Big positive. The Ascent has an official launch trailer now. The Ascent is already on March 24th. Okay. This is a good game.
We're not just any wire hit or here.
This is a really good game. It was on... It might still be, but it was on the Xbox Game Pass. You can definitely play it on PC. But it's coming to consoles, which makes perfect sense because it feels just so good. It's a twin-stick shooter. Let me know if you got a little free time tomorrow, and then we can talk. Oh, well, anything before 8 o'clock, we're like home or anything like that. But after 8, yeah, before 8, no, after 8, at 8, basically. Wait, what did I just do? What did I close? What did I close? Is there like a undo? Ah. I don't know. Let me try something. Nope. We're good. We are good. You can... Yeah, I know. But it's okay. It was the thing. So here's an interesting trailer. We got Cult of the Lamb, an announcement trailer to a very cool looking game. You're playing this little lamb. with satanic powers. It just says coming soon. This is a really good game. I'm actually excited for that one. So here's something that's coming with the Xbox Live Gold and the Game Pass Ultimate in March.
Hey, Xbox fans, get ready for the Games with Gold March lineup. All 4 games are playable and acquirable on your Xbox One and Series X or S, and free to those with an active Xbox Live Gold or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription. Beginning March 1st is the wilderness survival game.
1 second. Back.
The Flame in the Flood. A girl and her dog journey on foot and by raft through the backwaters of a forgotten post-societal America. Scrounge for resources, craft tools, remedy afflictions, evade the vicious wildlife, and, most importantly, stay healthy in a dangerous wilderness. This complete edition includes a director's commentary mode and an original soundtrack by acclaimed alt-country rocker Chuck Reagan, featuring the camaraderie, the fearless kin, and other special guests. Then, on March 16th, is the arcade sports game Street Power Soccer.
What the hell is a Street Power Soccer?
Action-packed version of the beautiful game. Try tricks, over-the-top game modes, and playgrounds, and unleash your soccer superpowers. Face off against street legends or your friends in a footy battle to determine who will claim the crown of the Street King. And for the classic lineup, the backwards compatibility on March 1st is the action RPG Sacred 2 Fallen Angel. Choose to embark upon light or shadow campaigns to help heal the land of Ankaria or intensify the chaos.
Oh my god.
This game seamlessly blends solo and multiplayer gameplay and is packed full of quests, characters, adventure, and deadly combat.
My god, it's nice that they're only showing
March
like the bad
16th
side.
SpongeBob's Truth or Square. It's quite a predicament for our spongy, intrepid hero. In preparation for the 117th anniversary of the Krusty Krab, he's lost the Krabby Patty secret formula. He must rely on the help of the most unlikely companion, Plankton, who yearns to steal the secret Krabby Patty recipe for himself. With your help and the help of some Bikini Bottom buddies, SpongeBob must use Plankton's memory machine to retrace the happiest moments of his life and find the formula. To redeem the title, simply click on the gold area of your Xbox or even on the web at xbox.com/gameswithgold. Your new games will automatically appear in the ready-to-install section.
I mean,
with Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you are part of the world's
Sacred and community. The Flame and the Flood. Yeah, I can see it. Very nostalgic and this and that. But, other than that, no. Here's something I forgot to open. So, there's a Survivor of the Void. 50 minutes of Void Fiend Simulacrum gameplay in Risk of Rain 2. This is the new character that's coming out or came out. I don't think I'm gonna watch the whole 15 minutes of a run, but pretty much this is the new character. He's kind of getting his ass whooped. Okay, that's cool, getting out of the way with that little void trick. Oh. he kind of fell. I'm guessing that's the ultimate. Looks interesting. It's a looter shooter that keeps getting progressively harder, and you kind of go into a dungeon, level up as you play, and then go out, I think, if you can, at certain points, or... I don't remember exactly how the whole thing works, but essentially, yeah, you kind of start out slow and then you progress. You die or you get past certain points. So let's take a look at the end. Does he actually die or does he survive and go outside with the loot? He already has like a ton of collected shit. That's like the money, and I don't know what that is over there. Level 10 boss, I think, or enemies. Monsters item, survive. Objective is to survive. One more enemy remaining. Okay. Enter the portal. Release date 1st of March. Nice. Okay. Like I said, it's not a big thing. But here is a very short trailer. This is Octopath Traveler. It continues. Is this DLC? A stunning single-player JRPG experience. I mean, we know that. Hey, good evening, Fritz. Oh my god, it's coming to mobile. HD 2D graphics in the palm of your hand. A console experience optimized for mobile. Sign up for closed beta on Google Play. So that was the whole thingamabob. Interesting. Now, guys, Elden Ring is out for specific zones and for specific people, you know, that make a living out of this. For us, we can still get excited and very hyped today, because tomorrow we'll also be able to play. Let's take a look at
or about to purchase Elden Ring.
GameSpot.
But From Software games are notorious for being obscure, which is part of the charm. So you're wondering, hey, is
9
there
things I
anything
wish I knew
should know going into
in Elden Ring.
Well, lowly tarnished, yes.
So I'm looking at these kind of videos a little bit to see what people think of them.
You're typically presented with a starting gift you can choose between. In Elden Ring, these choices are Crimson Amber Medallion, Lands Between Rune, Golden Seed, Fanged Imp Ashes, Cracked Pot, Stone Sword Key, Bewitching Branch, Boiled Prawn, and Shimbiri's Woe. So, which to choose?
What did he say? Shimbiri's Woe?
If you enjoy the idea of being able to explore hidden areas right away, you might like the Stone Sword Key. These allow you to access various areas in the game that are locked away by imps that have good loot and sometimes horrendous bosses behind them.
Wow. You died.
However, while these are somewhat rare, you'll be able to find plenty of them as you explore the lands between, and enough that you won't need this option.
So
There's
no.
the Fanged Imp Ashes if you want help right off the bat with Spirit Ashes. However, you can't summon Spirit Ashes right away, which I'll get to later in the video. So honestly, this one doesn't matter too much. The Crimson Amber Medallion can be tempting as it raises your HP. However, there's a far better choice, the Golden Seed. This little guy right here is your answer. While you'll find golden seeds sprinkled throughout the game, they are far more limited, and golden seeds are your ticket to upgrading your flasks of tears, which you use in game to heal and recover focus points. By using a golden seed, you'll be able to add more charges to your flask, which is something you'll desperately want as you travel deeper and deeper into dungeons.
That's a good point.
These charges are your lifeblood and way to explore or keep fighting a boss, as they can wreck you pretty quickly. And speaking of golden seeds, these are definitely something you're going to want to look for. You start Elden Ring with just 4 charges to your flask of tears that you can distribute between them. Golden seeds can typically be found by exploring the world of the lands between and finding tiny little Erd trees outside, which will always have a golden seed underneath. There are other ways to find them, such as drops from certain bosses or even NPC quest lines. But do yourself a favor and explore the map for these. While you'll probably find many of them just by naturally progressing and completing various dungeons, if you are stuck, you can always take a break and go explore unexplored territories for these. Oh, and golden seeds aren't your only way to upgrade your flasks of tears. You can also find sacred tears, which upgrade how much each chug of your, tears do? Wow, I just realized you're drinking your own tears in this game. Anyways, sacred tears can be found in various churches throughout the lands between. Not every church has one, but many do, and these churches can be found simply by, you guessed it, exploring. While character creation at the beginning of Souls games usually aren't the most important, as you can allot stats as you level up and can pretty well redo your build as you go, if you aren't happy with how you've chosen to stat yourself out or your build. Fortunately, Elden Ring has a way to completely respec your character. That's right, later in the game you'll find an NPC, I'm not allowed to show, that will allow you to respec your stats. You'll need to give this NPC a specific item to do this, an item that's fairly rare. So I don't think you'll have unlimited respecs, but you do at least get a few if you want it. You can even change your character's appearance of this NPC if you decide you're not happy with how you made them look. And this time, it's free of charge. Oh baby. Hit an NPC and piss them off? Don't worry. I mean, don't do that, but don't worry. I made that mistake. I did it. It was me. In my defense, the NPC was trapped and I was trying to see if I could get them out. Okay, let's move on before I dig myself a deeper hole. Once you piss off an NPC, they are permanently aggroed at you. Or are they? As has become standard in From Software games, there is a way to un-aggro NPCs who you've accidentally pissed off. Go find yourself the Church of Vows. I'm not going to spoil where it's located, but once you find this church, you'll be able to atone for your sins. As a note, you'll need an item to do this, which, as you may have guessed, is limited and rare. So, we've been talking about how Elden Ring is an RPG and you can level up or redistribute your stats. But something that's kinda important to note is that you can't level up right away. If you're new to these games, exploring the dungeons and getting frustrated by dying and losing your runes without being able to really use them, here's how you get the ability to level up. Rest at 3 sites of grace. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
3 shall be the number thou shalt count.
3.
And the number of the counting shall be 3.
Once you've done that, you'll be given a visit by Melina, who will grant you the ability to turn your runes into strength, aka levels. From Software games have dabbled with needing torches to various degree ever since Dark Souls 2.
Get a damn torch,
However,
you scrub.
Elden Ring is the first one where you will truly, consistently want one. There are some dungeons that are pretty much pitch black without one. So do yourself a favor and buy yourself a torch the first chance you get, which is likely at Kale the Merchant. And you know what? It's only 200 runes, and well worth it. So remember how earlier in the video I mentioned you can't use spirit ashes right away? To do that, you'll need to find a spirit calling bell. And in order to find it, well, that's a bit of a spoiler to be honest. So I'm going to give you some advice, doing my best to avoid spoilers and leave it fairly vague. I hope that helps. Every so often, try to go back to the Church of Ella for a secret surprise. There are various NPCs you'll meet across your time exploring the lands between. Several of these are linked in ways to the region's legacy dungeons. For example, you'll find a girl at Stormhill Shack
this game is so cool.
tied to the boss of the area, Godric, and even explains her internal debate about being grafted. By defeating the area's major legacy dungeon boss, Godric, you'll progress her storyline one way or another. There are things you can do to alter her storyline before you defeat Godric, so you'll probably want to try and do that first. and she isn't the only NPC questline whose progress is tied to defeating a major boss. So take it from me as a warning if you want to see everything these NPCs have to offer, try to see if you can figure out some of their storylines before defeating those legacy bosses. Of course, if you don't care about these storylines, all good, but if you do, this is definitely a helpful bit of knowledge. Okay, you did it. You finally defeated your first legacy dungeon boss and have obtained their remembrance.
Boss
you can
souls?
do one of 3 things with these remembrances. 1, you can use them right away to gain a huge number of runes. 2, you can find an NPC in the game's main hub who allows you to turn the boss's remembrance into one of 2 special unique boss items. Or 3, you can hold on to it forever so you can always read the item description and be reminded of its lore. That's what I do. That's me. Anyways, I recommend you be like me. Do as I do. Not for the lore part, but because, as it turns out, you can find mausoleums that allow you to duplicate a boss's remembrance. Meaning, you can actually get both of their unique boss items. Or get one and spend the other on runes. Or be like me and just hold on to both of them forever. I don't know. I'm the type of person who never uses major healing items in RPGs because I panic that I'm going to run out. And there you have 9 things I wish I knew
he's
before
a
playing
true
Elden Ring.
player.
Elden Ring is absolutely massive, and these tips are just the tip of the iceberg to get you started and exploring the world. I hope it helps, and I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned to GameSpot as we have much more Elden Ring content on the way.
Nice. That was actually cool. So let's see which class to pick. I'm actually curious what the classes are.
Choose from, all of which offer their own unique pros and cons. So let's take a look at each one to help you figure out which is best for you. The hero is a straightforward melee-focused class that begins the game with high strength, endurance, and vigor stats alongside a one-handed axe and a medium-sized shield for some extra protection in a pinch. This no-frills class should make Dark Souls melee fans feel right at home. As a hero, your primary stats will likely continue to be strength and vigor. Strength will ensure that you can wield large weapons that scale specifically with that stat, while having a high health pool with your increased vigor stat will assist you with the fact that you'll spend most of your time in close quarters encounters. The bandit doesn't bring much to the table for the more commonly desired traits, instead offering a lot of points in arcane. Some high dexterity is helpful too, though all of the other stats begin at fairly low levels. That being said, the bandit begins the game with a dagger and bow and arrows, making it the perfect stealth-based starting class if that's your thing. The arcane stat helps you find more items on defeated foes and has some use in certain sorceries and incantations, but it's best suited for niche builds and won't be optimal for more typical playstyles. As such, the bandit isn't one of the better starting classes for most players who want to min-max their stats at the end of the game. The Vagabond is a tried and true knight, coming equipped with heavy armor, a straight sword, and a solid shield in preparation for close quarters showdowns. Its high starting vigor makes it the tankiest of the starting classes, while the nearly even split between strength and dexterity makes it perfect for quality builds, which bring both stats to at least 40 to specialize equally in all melee weapon types. The Vagabond's low intelligence, faith, and mind stats don't do much to set it on a path for using sorcery or incantations, but they're not so low that you couldn't pump a few points in them to make use of spells as a backup option. But if magic is something you're wanting to use more frequently, you're much better off with a class that specializes in it.
Such as?
Astrologer is a class that is really well suited to newcomers who want to have both melee and sorcery options in battle.
Oh, really?
This magic-based class comes equipped with a staff for casting sorceries and a short sword for some light melee. It boasts large bonuses to intelligence and mind that ensure that you'll hit hard and have plenty of casts at your disposal for ranged combat. Making the most of the Astrologer will mean spending the majority of your points in intelligence to keep your magic damage high. Unless you want to rely heavily on a melee weapon as a backup option, you'll want to pump up your mind stat too, so you can increase the number of times you can cast spells. As long as you can keep a little distance between yourself and your enemies, you'll find a lot to love here.
Okay,
the warrior
interesting.
is a dual-wielding powerhouse for fans of fast-paced melee combat. It starts off
So
with a
no
high
shield.
dexterity stat and 2 scimitars, so you can dish out some hefty damage at the expense of limited defensive options. This class is wonderful if you're open to benefiting most from smaller weapons and getting good use out of a bow. However, bear in mind that your vigor starts pretty low and you'll need to dump a significant amount of runes into your strength stat if you plan to wear heavier armor. In other words, be sure you're comfortable with keeping things light and mobile if you're signing up for this quick-hitting, lower defense option.
No, this is not for me.
The first thing you're likely to notice about the Prisoner class is its unusual iron mask. Strange in appearance as it may be, the Prisoner is a solid pick if you're wanting to make an agile melee/casting hybrid character. It starts with high dexterity and intelligence stats, and its starting
Interesting.
gear is an estoc and a staff for casting sorceries. You'll need to either be adept at rolling or make up a lot of ground in vigor and endurance to make this class a little more feasible for long-term melee engagements, as it starts with low HP and stamina. Nevertheless, this remains one of the best starting classes if you'd like to focus pretty equally on magic and swordplay.
Really?
The Confessor is a hybrid
I
class
did
that
not
comes with plenty
emphasize
of
that.
faith, while also having solid strength and dexterity stats, which makes it a good choice if you're looking to use spells while also having some freedom in weapon choices. It comes equipped with a broadsword and a finger seal for casting incantations. If you're hoping to start off your experience with a character that can cast incantations without sacrificing melee capabilities, you may enjoy the Confessor. Your low
Confessor
starting
seems
vigor,
good.
however, means that you won't be able to take as many hits in the beginning, but you can raise that stat for some extra protection if you're hoping to stay in close quarters often. The Prophet is a faith build starting class with a focus on using incantations to deal damage and heal themselves and their allies. They begin with low vigor but decent strength, and they wield a spear and a finger seal for casting incantations. This makes them a hybrid class that should benefit you if you're hoping to have melee options to complement your healing and damage spells. The Prophet can be immensely powerful when played to its strengths, and the ability to obtain and use
I know
those
people
healing
played
spells
him.
can be invaluable. If you're comfortable being a glass
'Cause he
cannon
starts
that
with,
favors
like, good
high mind
spells.
and faith stats over more health, this class is a fantastic choice. Just be sure you're prepared to take time to prepare for fights and stay mobile during them. The Samurai comes equipped with a powerful katana and a longbow, as well as visually impressive armor that fits its namesake. It's a class focused heavily on dexterity, though its decent spread in both vigor and endurance ensures that you're starting out with a little bit of survivability too. You won't have much
This
in the
is
way of
cool.
magic due to low intelligence and faith, but that doesn't mean you can't invest in those stats. Ultimately, the Samurai is no doubt one of the more versatile starting options, but unless the aesthetic of the class is important to you, you'll likely find that the Vagabond is a better option for hybrid builds. The Wretch is a blank slate character that starts with all stats set to level 10 and wields only a club for boinking baddies. This is a
Boink.
worthwhile option if you merely enjoy the concept of starting from nothing and having to scrounge for loot, and having even stats across the board means you have a lot of freedom to build your character however you'd like. The downside of the Wretch is that because every stat begins at 10, you can't min-max for optimized builds at the PvP level cap. No matter what build you hope to achieve, you'll always have a few extra points in useless stats that would have been lower on a specialized starting class. Those few points won't always make or break your build entirely, but PvP can be brutal, so you should be aiming to maximize your potential, and that'll never be possible here.
I don't
The
think
good
it's
news for
a
anyone looking
complete
to dive
use,
into Elden Ring is
useless
that the
thing to
game's
have
starting
a
classes
couple of
don't
points
force you
and
to fit any
stats that
particular mold.
you don't
You're
use.
still free to build your character any number of ways by distributing points into whatever stats you see fit. A starting class will simply provide you with some gear and stat boosts that may benefit you if you're looking to focus on a specific playstyle. But if you're the type who wants to min-max your stats for an optimal PvP build, it's definitely worth picking a class that will most suit whatever you're hoping to accomplish. Going with a melee-focused starting class, for instance, may leave a full-blown magic build with a few displaced points by the time you reach your self-imposed level cap.
And
Those few
dead,
points
probably.
may not make a significant difference in terms of viability, but in a game where showdowns can come down to the wire, every point in your favor is worth the investment. For more Elden Ring guides as well as our review, make sure you subscribe to GameSpot.
Interesting.
And we'll see you next time.
That was a nice guide to take a look at the characters. I would probably play the Vagabond, or the other one that was I forgot what the name was for that. Sword and shield, and also like a little bit of magic. That's like perfect, you know, to have some incantations or like a heal or like a very annoying like pew pew spell. You know, the pew pew spell is always good to have. Finger laser. Good. That was it for the trailers for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna be heading off to mash some buttons in Infernax and probably rage a little bit at some angry pixels that are gonna kill me. So that being said, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys soon.